Hello, Monsters Bound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Vortex Campaign and the third part of my Patreon supporter Thorek Ironbrow Campaign. Well, last time we actually managed to secure ourselves in Lustria pretty well. We're friends with the lizards. We're not super friendly with the factions on the west coast, but certainly central Lustria we're pretty happy with. Everyone there pretty much loves us. Lizards are pretty happy, and we've managed to knock out the rats in the south, as well as what's his face, Lockyer, old tentacle beard, knocked him out as well. Took his gold mine, which is the important thing. And last time, of course, we had a poll, and the poll was, should we defeat Khalida or head into the mountains to defeat the rats? And 66% said that we should head into the mountains and deal with the rats, which is fair enough. So let's go and deal with them. Now, they do have a couple of, I think there's a couple of, yes, there's one there and one there. Khalida has one of the thingies. There's also one over here and one over here. So this is the runic keystone. So there's rats. Now, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, I believe that if you have a military alliance with a faction and they own a settlement with one of the artifacts that you need, they will give it to you. Because if not, we're going to have to kill some lizards. But I'm hoping that we don't have to, because that would just be a whole extra thing. We've got...
My axe thirsts for war.
Indeed. Aldin Blackbeards? You know what, I meant to do renames, didn't I? Did it? See? Yeah, there we go. I'm all about the old renames. Anyways, indeed, there wasn't many, to be fair. So with that in mind,
Ironbrow.
Good. We've got Grotty the Platypus and also the Morning Glories. Oh, and grid square removal system. System didn't fit. Anywho, so we're going to go and deal with the rats in the mountains over here, and I'm tempted to head in this direction, but I did say the rats, so and there's rats over there as well, but no, we'll go this way. So we need to move quickly, because I believe that there are rats in them thar hills. The quicker we can take them out, the better. There are some armies from the Southern Sentinels, although they've been wiped out from the south, and now in central Lustria, but still, that's their branding problem, not mine. Oh, the Sword of Cain has been claimed. Yes, I know. It's probably a Lariel.
I'm listening.
Okay, if we march, we can get over here. So let's go over there. We've also... the Platypus. It's got little skill points. Let's now... dampening. I'm not super into... come over here. There we go. Renegation. Yeah, okay. Let's... oh, magic resistance and missile resistance for local enemy armies. I mean, does that stack? Because if so, hello. Oh dear, that'd be amazing. Can we get more? Oh god, could we get more of them? Just a horde of runesmiths, all reducing missile resistance by 10%. If that stacks, that's amazing. Does negative resistance mean, like, they take more damage? Asking for a friend that wants to fill people full of crossbow bolts. We've got a cloaked stranger from the Mistral land of Albion. This guy here. He wants to show us his goods. And I'm going to say no. I'm going to refuse the creature. I'm going to say no. Keep that coat closed. I have no interest of seeing your goods. The Warhammer version of a dick pic. I don't think we've got any. We don't have any building to do anyway. Now, I would like to get improved. Someone mentioned the improved blasting charges, and I do agree. Getting those would be amazing, because that's more income from gold, all that kind of good stuff. Reload time reduction for quarrelers, though, I think is too good not to have. So we're going to grab that, but then I probably want to sort of head in this direction and to get the improved blasting charges and steam drills, because we do have 2 gold mines at the moment. And we do have an iron mine as well, so all of that good stuff. We should have. Do we have quite a lot coming from trade? Yeah, we do. Look at that. Look at that big trade money. Do we have anyone else we could trade with? No. Okay. Okay. Never mind. Defensive alliance? No. Okay. Who likes me? Sotek really likes me. It's going down though. Would you join my war against Clan Spittle? We have no need of those who delve. The cult of Sotek? I'm sorry, am I talking to the Teehee? Fucking hell. Rats? No, I'm not interested in them. Who are you? What have you done with the real Teehee? Okay, and now we can underway. Whoop, whoop. There.
Seeking knowledge.
Yes, also rats. Seeking rats. How's public order doing? Good. Stable. 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 Good. I mean, I'm pretty happy. That's pretty good. We do want a gold mine here, but how much is this? This is being public order +5. I mean, we could get a gold. We could knock down the pub and get a gold mine. Now, normally I would say don't do that because, you know, obviously a pub is better than a gold mine, but
Our bargain will be inscribed in clinker rune. Binding.
coming on a little bit strong there, but defensive alliance I will take. Hello, ratties. It's like, it's like you're trying to defend something there. Well,
Me fool. Bring 'em.
let's take you on. Oh, surprise, surprise, there's rats here. Oof, that's actually quite a few rats. It's actually quite a lot. That's a lot of rats. It's more rats than... That's also a very big garrison. With artillery. I'm sure it's fine. Probably? Guys, ridiculously hot today. Just scorching. Absolutely scorching. Of course, and I know that, you know, other countries have it worse, but UK houses are built for insulation. They're built to try and keep the heat in. Not get rid of it. We don't have aircon. Well, some places do, but not very many. Because we don't need it most of the time. Most of the fucking time, it just pisses it down. We don't need... So, anyway, it's ridiculously hot. Talking of things that are ridiculously hot, Thorek, there, is over here. There's Thorek Ironbrow. See, I made a joke because he's... You know, men. Why can't you look like this? Sitting on a anvil, hauled by 4 other men. It's male standards of beauty. And we've got a lovely look at this, at the cliff. Of course, you think... A cliff, an advantage point, that's the perfect place to put artillery. No, it's fucking not, because the fucking... like, ideally, I'd want my... Like, it's like a... Like, it's just not a good place, because you can't get close enough to the edge, because of the way Total War terrain... Basically, I think they should make terrain better. That's me, that's my... I'm blaming... Yeah, a good workman blames his tools. I'm blaming the cliff. I think the cliff's at the fault here. But I do like the fact there's some terrain here. We've got a nice little cliff. It's going to keep us protected. I quite like that. So we've got our forces split into two sort of like little groups. We've got this group over here. We've got this group over here. We've got Gottry, the platypus. And he's going to keep the storm vermin busy. Did they just blow up? They just blew up their own storm vermin. Fair play. Not 100% sure that had a huge amount of effect. Meanwhile, the ogres, another standard of male beauty that I will... Actually, I'm pretty close to that one. This one, I'm fairly close. If anything, I've got a little bit more underarm fat than maybe the ogres do. So I, you know, who's got 2 thumbs and winning? This guy. I did it at me, just in case you're wondering. Anyway, more clan rats being spawned out. The platypus is charging in. Kicks the literally does a flying kick. But it's helped out by the ogres who have turned up to rampage through the clan rats. Ah, perfect. I mean, oh, look at that lovely river. You know what? There's definitely a case like the battlefields. Is this just me? The battlefields, like, I've definitely fought near one of the... There's definitely a battlefield where you fight below that. And maybe one over... So, I feel like they like make these massive maps, then cut them up into segments to make the battle maps. They must do. Right? That makes sense, wouldn't it? I guess. Genuinely don't know. Anyway. Anywho. Okay, so we have storm vermin advancing out of the trees here. I'm desperately trying to maneuver my grudge throwers into some kind of decent position to sort of rain down rocks on their heads. And as you can see, that's not fucking working. That didn't even hit anything. That's just a force field. So that's not work. So I'm all right. Reposition. Get closer. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But we're waiting now for the Skaven to advance. So they're going to have to split into two. So one lot will be coming this way. One lot will be coming this way. Ideally, we'll hit them with some grudge throwers. We'll see what happens. They do have a lot of characters. So they've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. They've got a Master Assassin, Warlock Engineer. There's a Chieftain, a Pack Master. There's a Warlock Master. I think there's another one there as well. So we're going raining down crossbow fire on their heads. Thorek is basically just invincible at this point. He's got 210 armor. And he's got the Rune of Spite, which means everyone around him is just going to take just slowly take damage. And that's inbuilt. That's like a passive thing he has just for him. Just for Thorek. Now, I spotted these wolf rats moving up the flank, and I was like, I'll get my ogres to fight them, but I forgot. And so the rat ogres get the charge. And unfortunately, our ogres are better, but we are going to be taking a little bit of damage there. Meanwhile, we've got units advancing up the cliff. We're taking Warlock, Warp Lightning magical attacks. Yeah, there we go. And look at this big blob of rats down here. This is huge. I need to concentrate fire on the Poisewing Globadiers. See a lot of units starting to waver there, and some of those Poisewing Globes getting in amongst us, which is not what I want. There's so many rats here. I've only had the grudge thrower in a decent position, but it's not. It's still failing to manage to get many kills. It's annoying. Oof. Oh, nasty. Nasty. God, look at all these rats. At least they're all bunched up here, so they can't get past us. So that's something. The grudge thrower is getting a few shots in, which is good. The ogres charging into the flank there, taking out those clan rats, which is good. The dwarf warriors holding the line while our quarrelers raining down fire on their heads. And Thorek is just tanking everyone. He does not. He's racking up the kills, refusing to die out of sheer obstinacy. The Ekrand miners chucking their satchel charges, taking out quite a lot of those clan rats. All bunched up there. Very nice. And the ogres joining the party as well. It's nice to have cavalry as dwarves. Especially monstrous cavalry this early. Normally that would be like an end game thing. A lot of the Skaven are starting to fall back now. And finally the grudge throwers managed to get into a position where it can actually fire. Holy shit. The ogres just pulling out of that engagement there. They've got some storm vermin, which will make short work of them. So we're going to pull them out of that. Meanwhile, the slayers racking up the kills there. Very nice. And the grudge thrower is now concentrating on this big blob of rats and producing rat jam. Oh, there's bits of rat raining everywhere. It's a raining rat. Hallelujah. Oof. Ouch. Nasty. The ogres now rampaging through the rear of the Skaven lines. These units just rallied and have come back to the fight, but they're about to be charged by yet more ogres as these ones now come round the cliff face. We have dealt with pretty much all of the clan rats on this side. Large pile of dead bodies there, looking pretty good. Some of our dwarf warriors are almost dead. I just realised we lost our... Did I get rid of the Iron Breakers, or did they just all die? Genuinely can't remember. I'm sure it's fine. We don't need them anyway. Who needs Iron Breakers? Not I. I just don't know what happened to them. When did I lose them? Was it that battle with the Dark Elves? I bet it was the battle with the Dark Elves. I bet it was then. It's the ogres smashing through the rear of the Skaven line there. And what's left of the rat hordes? How many of them were there? Almost 6,000 of the buggers. now starting to fall back. We didn't have to deal with the Plague Claw Catapult because it's only just arrived onto the battlefield and it's now running away. So, I mean, that's a bit of a bonus, isn't it? And there we go. The Ogres and the Quarrelers dealing with the last few. Should make for a nice, easy follow-up battle. Well, other than the bloody grudge thrower being in the wrong sodding place all the time, I think everyone did very well there. Thorek literally just standing in the middle of everyone, just hacking them and just outliving them out of spite is amazing stuff. So let's go with... I would like the Oath Gold, but I think I'm going to go with Drink to Victory.
I want gold, not prisoners!
Send them scuttling off. And then we should be able to do that. Ow, that stung a little bit more than I thought it would, but never mind. Let us... You know what, I'm going to sack it. I'm going to sack it. What, Dwarven Tattooists? I can get me some ink. Finally. And then we'll come back here to replenish. Slowly. But still, replenish all the same. And we're going to go with the runic production lines, because that's going to give us... Or do I go extracting standards? Because that's going to give... We've only got one Rune Lord, though. Let's give everyone Frenzy. That's something that can't go wrong. So we do have... We could replace our Slayers. It would cost us more money, but then we've got plenty of money. So, I mean, do I even have to worry about it? Do I even have to worry about it? Strike the runes. Shed cooldown reduction. I like that one because blowing people up is fun. We can take Aladdin to see a whole new world, a whole fantastic point of view with us, and he can... Hello. What are you doing over there? Are you at war with... Well, I thought you might have been at war with Tekalis, but you're not. So, Tekalis is expanding, but he is at war with both the Dark Elves over here and Khalida, which means he's fighting on both fronts. So we can take Huatl next turn. That should be fine. Do we have... Okay, we can get the gold mine here, can't we? So let's build the gold mine. Let's build the gold mine, and I guess that little extra, a little bit of replenishment will be fine. We can get extra gold there in 4 turns. There we go. Basically, we're like Scrooge McDuck. We've got a big money bin that's filled with money, and that's how we like it. We like to swim around with it. Obviously, that's not how money bins actually work. If you had a big bin full of money, then diving into it, that would kill you. Obviously, that's just a given. The Blooded Axe Tribe are dead. Well, indeed. So, we're going to go... I probably should have just marched over here, but I was a little bit worried they may ambush us. So, we'll scooch over there. We'll bring you in as well. We'll upgrade this. Oh, wait. Do we, though? No. You know what? We don't. We upgrade this, because then we can get walls there. Then we've got a little bit of extra protection, just in case. That's what I'm thinking. Everything otherwise is pretty good. Let's face it, we gave those rats a real headache just then. Absolute can't. Oh, hello. So, where did we get that from? Now, war fervor, recruiting surplus. Let's go recruiting surplus. So, where was that from then? That was there. So we don't need a military alliance. We just need a... Because we've got a defensive alliance with them, haven't we? Not a military. So yeah, we will just get the stuff. Nice. So where's the other part of that? It's over there. Right, okay, so I think we're heading in the right direction then. So we've got some friends. They're giving us stuff. I like... You know, they're giving us little presents. And that's nice. I like gifts. Just FYI. You know, if you want to gift me something, then please do. I do enjoy it. Love me a little gift. Right, let's go and deal with Hawatl. We'll continue the siege and we'll get Aladdin. Where's Aladdin? There he is.
Time for a reckoning.
Yes. Where's your little monkey friends? What's his name? Boo Boo? No, that's the bear. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. And that feels like more work than I'm going to do. Got the Dragonback Slayers and the Goblobbers. And the Dwarf Brides. Good.
If you want something done right, tried and tested.
Okay, so we're going to go with... I want Rune Master, really. So I think that's what we're going to go with. I kind of want to go for more of this. But that's what we're going to choose to do. Okay, so we could get the Dragonback Slayers. They're like normal Slayers, but a lot more expensive. They do have the power of the Dragonback, which means they have... What? Oh, so they get... So they get flame resistance, but they do flame damage. And this does flame damage. Although, the likelihood of us firing directly into... Well, I mean, you know, let's not rule it out. Let's not rule wildly firing into our own lines. But for the moment, we're just going to recruit some more Dwarf Warriors to make that a little bit faster. Overall, I'm pretty happy. Obstinacy. Yeah, I am, to be fair, pretty obstinate. You may have noticed. Okay, everything's good. Everything's just hunky-dory. Diplomatic relations with dwarves. I don't think there's any other dwarves on the entire freaking map, so that's completely pointless. More money from trade would be quite nice, but I want to go for these Khazid subsidies because we want to head for the steam drills and blasting charges for the more money from the gold mine. I mean, to be fair, we've got quite a lot of money coming in at the moment, and if we can... So, we're going to get the pentacle... Now, what does this... So, what does that do? So then we need the spur gear, which is over here. And we need to deal with the Dark Elves over here. So if we get those two, then that's 2 more artifacts of the 5 we need completed. So that's pretty good. And we've proven the fact that having a defensive or military alliance with someone does indeed mean they give you the pretty things. Which, good, because I didn't really want to pick a fight with the lizard men while we're surrounded with them. So, under Morsleb's care, we can improve the food. Ah, fuck Morsleb. Fuck Morsleb. What do I look like? Okay, I don't know how much stuff they have, but I'm going to assume it's not much. So we're just going to lay a little ambush over there. Lay a little ambush. Who likes me? Southern Sentinels really like me. Itza really likes me. And the Cult of Sotek also likes me. A military alliance? Nope. Okay, well, never mind. You are at war with Khalida, but that does mean you're mopping up... I mean, that's removing Khalida as a problem for me. Although it does look like Khalida's actually taken the Mud Isles from Tekalis, which is... Are we going to end up at war with Tekalis? Maybe. I don't know. How does...
test my patience. Deliver your message.
He likes me, and they are getting on with the lizards, so it might be that we have some pointy-eared allies. Although, blech, blech, oh no, don't like that. Friends with elves?
Death to the Thagaraki.
Yeah, that one.
Thorek Ironbrow.
Alright, I don't think there's going to be many rats home. There is not. It says a close victory. We will lose a number of... It's actually... That garrison's actually quite nasty. Alright, I guess we'll have to kill them the hard way. Skaven reinforcements are coming in on our side of the battlefield, which means I thought it was best to deal with them first and then deal with the main enemy army afterwards. That Grudge Thrower getting some good kills in already, and the clan rats having to charge through a hail of crossbow fire to engage Thorek, who does not give a shit. He can't even be bothered to stand up. He's like, I'll just stay here. It's fine. We need to advance a little bit because the Plague Claw Catapult has come onto the battlefield and I need it dead, which means a lot of crossbow bolts now coming in. There we go. 2 of the catapults down already, and looks like the crew is fleeing off into the distance. Yep, there we go. They are gone. You are, but a lot of you are filled with crossbow bolts. A little bit of return fire there coming in from the gutter runners, but not for long, seen as the vast host of Skaven are now falling back and the ogres running rampant on the flanks there. Meanwhile, we do have the rest of the enemy army approaching us, and it does look like the gutter runners are going to be able to sneak away from the... I want to say it's like an ambush. We ambushed them as they came onto the battlefield, and they're now having to flee away. The ogres charging in to help out. And here come some reinforcements of Skaven slaves. I mean, I say reinforcements. Skaven slaves aren't really reinforcements. They're more like chaff. Some more Skaven slaves approaching the Quarrelers for what good it's going to do. And then the ogres reducing them to jam. And there we go. Okay, so we do have some units of gutter runners still harassing us. It's not doing very much damage, but we do need to move our Quarrelers up to deal with them, because of course our dwarves will never catch up with them. Where's our ogres? Oh, there they are. They are moving around behind the enemy army, trying to catch those gutter runners. These clan rat spears bravely standing in the way of the ogres, only briefly. And now we're trying to chase down the gutter runners. However, the ogres do not have much armor. No, they've got 100 armor. That's actually quite a lot of armor. I thought they had less armor, which means they should actually be fairly missile resistant, he says. But maybe not as missile resistant as I hoped. So taking a little bit of damage there from the gutter runners. And there we go. Army losses now taking effect. And what's left of the rats fleeing back into the distance. Oh, that went alright. Almost lost the Mornfang cavalry, but apart from that, that was fine. I want some more oath gold. I want some more oath gold. Thank you. Right, if I attack this, am I going to lose my Mornfang cavalry? That's what I'm worried about. No, but I will lose the Slayers. Am I super worried about their Slayers?
Good.
It's what they do. Right, we've got a pentagonal gear. That's nice. Now, are you taking attrition from... Yeah, you don't have any home. Right, okay. Because you don't have any home, you will lay siege the city next turn. So if we sit outside the city, we'll get replenishment. Otherwise, we've got... Hello. The Fiery Ring of Thorek. I think I had one of those when I had a curry once, but that's...
Thorek Ironbrow.
That's beside the point. I guess we'll give that to you. I haven't actually given you any armour. Have a dwarf bride, because I guess everyone gets one of those. Seems fine. And we've got a lot of ones, but we don't have the others. But we're actually pretty close. We're actually pretty close, so that's pretty good. So we are going now. Let's have a quick look at what we can do here. So what do we have access to? We have some obsidian. We could get Starbreaker, but we don't have Starbreaker. What about armor? So we had some wine. It's quite far away. Talismans. Need some dyes. Oh, dyes are in the blood swamps. Is that dye or is it just blood? Are they just selling blood as dye? Is that what they're doing? Seems a bit weird, but likely. Need some pots. Don't have pots. I would like the Horn of the Ancestors, but I mean, you've already got your Iron Peak, haven't you? Do you need a Horn of the Ancestors, or is the Iron Peak good enough? Oh, I wish I had some pots. Where's pots? Where's the closest pots? All the way over there. And the problem with the AI is you're never sure they're actually going to build the trade good building. Half the time they just don't bother. Alright, well, what else could we get? We could get the Rune of Immolation. So bombards the area around the castle. So I guess this means if your artillery's getting overrun, you can use it and bombard the area. I mean, I don't know how useful that is. Discourage effects, reducing leadership, I mean, is okay. Master Rune of Valea might actually be quite good. Wait, what was I looking? Was that the banners or the? I was looking at the banners, wasn't I? That's fine, but what about? Oh, of course we can mulch items to get more forge gold, can't we? What about character runes? What could we get here? So, plus 25 melee attack is quite nice. A magic missile. I don't know how good that's going to be. I kind of want... Let's get the Master Rune of the Adamant. Because I feel like that's something we could put on you. Because then you have 50 armor, 20% hit points. You're basically unkillable. That's what I'm thinking. You're literally, like, good luck trying to kill Thorek Ironbrow. Because it's not going to happen. He will just sit there all day and talk your ear off about stuff that doesn't matter. I'm going to upgrade Wrath and Ruin, I think. Oh, but you get this as well. But we can't get a Forge Fire yet. So in that case, let's just go with that for the moment. You are going to go with the... I'm tempted to get the Rune of Negation. You know what? Let's get Rune of Slowness, because that could help us get some more shooting. Could get both. Why not both? Why not both? So we're going to merge you. I'm going to disband you.
Always our best.
I'm going to recruit you. And I'm going to recruit you and you.
Glory for Caracasol.
Yeah, and we're making 4,500, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, this area has a lot of Skaven corruption, but it is getting slightly happier. We need to take the Monument of Itzel, and then there's a little one over there which we could take. Is this rats, though, or is it just ruins? I don't know. There's also Dark Elves in Denbar Hills. You guys...
Oh, it's you. Excellent.
Well, yeah. Do you get on with everyone? It's kind of... I mean, we could maybe get an aggression pact.
All right.
Tekalis is... Of all the elves, he's... Well...
Victory for the old.
I'm not going to say he's the least arrogant. He's arrogant as balls. However, and balls are pretty arrogant. However, he kind of knows he's arrogant, and so he has like some level of self-realization. Hello, where do you think you're going? We're going to lose our miners. You know what, I'm not.
Fight for your old. Let's see what you're worth.
I'm not that invested in them. Oh, we've got mercenaries. Oh, brilliant. It's amazing because in my Beastmen campaign, when Ogre Mercenaries turn up, I'm kind of like, eh. But in the doors, you're like, oh, brilliant. We get some monstrous infantry. Fantastic. It's a very different feeling. So we could get some Mournfang cavalry. We could get some man-eaters. I'm tempted to get... I do like the cavalry. Having some fast-moving units is nice. I guess that's kind of what we need, isn't it? On the other hand, having some units that can kind of like hold the front line. I think we're going to go... We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Right, well, the rats are dead, so we don't have to worry about them anymore, so that's good. So I guess we'll just keep heading in this direction. I don't know, like, is this just ruins or what? I mean, I would have thought the rat... I mean, is there another Skaven faction up here? I haven't seen any evidence of more Skaven factions, so maybe it's not. I don't really like local province bonuses. It never seems to really help, especially on your, like, your first lord, because the likelihood of them staying in a province for very long is pretty low. So I'm tempted to maybe go... Let's get Rune Master. Let's get Rune Master. Let's do that. Okay, how are... Now, we've got quite a lot of territory and basically no one defending it. But that seems fine at the moment, because there's, like, no one here. But I will get defences just to be on the safe side. Let's get the mustering hall here as well, because everyone likes mustard. Except when it's on their thong. I will get money. This is fine. We'll take this, I guess. I don't know how does Marcus feel about...
I have important matters to attend to.
Ooh, you're not liked by the lizards. I'll be honest. You are at war with the spirit of the jungle. That's probably why. So we may have to kill Marcus. That might be something that happens. I genuinely... Let's get a tool market. More money.
Casting the runes is thirsty work. Let's drink and talk.
He's got a thirst. He sees Tekalis and he goes, "Oh, I'm thirsty. My Iron Peak is rising." Fuck's sake. Military access. Yeah, alright. You seem to be friends with the lizards, so I guess we can be friends. Even if you are a bloody elf. Ooh, yeah, okay. I'm not too worried about declaring war on the... Oh, you bastard.
By Sigma.
Bloody Dagobert. Bloody Dagobert. Now, what settlement is this?
I'm listening.
Alright, tell you what, we're gonna hop down here. I don't know what settlement this is, but
Yes.
I think we might be taking it. You know what I'm gonna make? What I'm gonna do with you is I'm actually gonna hop you back.
Onward.
And I'm gonna come over here because we're about to be able to recruit Longbeards. And we give bonuses to Longbeards with great weapons. So I'm kind of tempted to get like at least a few of them. Also more money. Not that we need money, but we're dwarves, so we're greedy. I am now. You are generally fine. I'm tempted to upgrade you. Let's do that.
Tried and tested.
Let's do that for the moment. We'll grab the Pillars of the Unseen Constellation. I don't know what's there. I'm assuming it's abandoned and it's just ruins.
Unbending.
Okay, so we can get more public order or angry gods, more growth. More growth. Wait, has Tekalis taken... He's got the Chamber of Visions.
Iron will.
Okay, well, let's grab this.
Claim it for the throne.
It was indeed abandoned. There we go. Okay, let's upgrade our Rune Negation. You'll be down for a couple of turns while you're dealing with that. You can hop over there. So, it looks like Kalida's being pushed back, which is fine. I'm not super worried about that. I don't particularly care what she's up to. But I do want this because it would give us a chain of binding. Which is one of our artifacts, and also we can complete that one. otherwise, I'm kind of hoping that our allies manage to push, because I don't know who's here, but I'm assuming it's more rats. So I don't, unless it's just ruins, but... Is there any evidence of Skaven? I can't see any. I can't see any, but who knows? Holy shit, the blood swants have fallen to... God, Nakai's going ham. Look at this guy. I've never seen Nakai do so well. Normally he gets his ass kicked pretty quickly, but he's actually doing stuff. Heaven forfends. Okay, we need to heal up, and then we need to go and hit... Oh, we got the runic keystone. From where? Looks like... Oh, it's nope. Cult and Sotek have taken... Nope. Itza has taken the Fuming Serpent, which means we get the Dubri Whatsit, which means we can then complete Smidnir's Metallurgy Cipher. Oath Gold 10 per turn, armor for Lords Embedded Heroes, and additional tradable resources, plus 100%. That's amazing.
The formulas of Smednir are finally revealed to us.
Hooray! I bloody love Smednir. So now that Smednir's smelting techniques made us the most renowned metal workers in the world. Many of the most important formulae were lost during the many upheavals of the Dwarven dynasties, likely stolen by those without understanding of what they took. Without Smednir's lost secrets, the Dowie can never be as great as they are destined to be. Well, there we go. We've also reduced our grudge severity, so that's nice. We haven't got more grudges, have we? So do we only have these grudges now, or because you used to get grudges based on, you know, if you were being raided, it was like kill that guy. But I haven't seen those. Are they been removed, or are they still there? I'm genuinely not sure. Okay, we could get some Longbeards. It's going to cost quite a lot, and we only have 3 global recruitment. However, I do like that idea. So we're going to merge you. I'm going to get a couple of you and one of you. It's going to take 2 turns, but we've got plenty of time. We've got to replenish anyway. It's going to take a little while to do that. Does any of the dwarf heroes do replenishment? I can't remember. I get the sneaking suspicion they don't. Dwarves just have terrible replenishment forever. To be fair, makes sense. They are dwarfs. Is there anything in the tech tree that gives us more replenishment? Oh, we can just search now. Replenishment? Nope. What about morale? Nope. Did I spell morale right? Nope, probably not. I'm fairly sure this worked. Skaven. Oh, it does. Punishment. Nothing's flashing, so I'm going to assume no. Nope.
Summon me if you dare.
Okay, you, my little friends, are going to hop over here, and then you're going to do some recruitment. Let's just do a quick check on our provinces. The Lost Valley is a little bit sad, but that's okay. You're a little bit sad, but that's okay. You're very sad, but it's not got too bad. And plus, you will have instability and corruption, and the corruption should be dropping. Yes, it is. Good. Looking pretty good so far. Just need to wait a couple of turns to get those long beards. Hello.
No, Gracie, never.
Hi. Okay. So, they can no longer be in doubt. The blasted Ratmen desire Dowie artifacts to their own insidious ends. They attack yet again as the relic is stored, seeking to Oh, so they attack every time you get a relic. Oh. Oh, shit. I see. I see. Oh, well, balls. We've got no one nearby. Right. Okay.
Old ways are best.
You're going to be good to go next turn-ish. I mean, not really, but you're going to have to do. Let's get heavy quernstones. What's he going? Are you going to head for us? Or are you going to attack Huolotl? Huolotl? Huolotl. Are you going to attack Huolotl? What's going on? What are you doing? Okay, you're actually coming for me here. Okay. Okay, you're coming for me. All right. All right, let's dance.
If you want something done right,
Let's dance, you racky bastard. I'm going to get a toolmaker there for more money. Not that we don't have enough money, but I want more. I could get an exotic animal tamer. Let's do that. How much money are we making from trade, just out of interest? Has that gone up? How much money are we making? So we've got... So we're exporting 100% of that. So actually exporting 100% of gold. We're exporting gold to the lizard men. That says something to me. That we're pretty good salesmen. Because I feel like the lizard men probably have a lot of gold. So if we're selling gold to them... Yeah, interesting. Interesting. I think we should be okay.
ready.
Let's do something like that. We can probably get a second army up, to be honest. I think we're in a good enough position where we can definitely get a second army. So I'm going to get Aladdin. A second... Oh, ambush failed. Rubbish. At least we got the garrison from the settlement to help out. They do have a lot of artillery, though. So that's quite nasty. Where are we getting the goblins? Because we're throwing them with the goblobber, but I haven't seen any. Probably not important. No, don't think about it, alright? Probably just best not to think about it. Anyway, we have been wasting the warp lightning cannon shots, so much so that they've used their shots, done no damage. I basically hid the ogres up in the trees over here. They tried to shoot them, but they hit all the trees. I think they maybe hit the ogres once, and that was about it. So, you know, good job ogres as target practice, basically, and failing. So the ogres are going to come out of the trees and around the back of our garrison, which is on our left flank. Meanwhile, we have sort of like bowed our line a little bit, because we do have some units trying to flank around us. So we need to be a little bit careful of that. Crossbows already cutting through the vermin. And Thorek, again, not giving a shit. Good job. You. Yeah, the platypus raining goblins left, right and centre, getting roasted by Warp Fire Thrower, but basically just not really caring. We do have some of these Doomflayers. I think they're trying to get our artillery, but the Dragonback Slayers are hiding in the trees over here, and should they run into them, I think they're going to have a bad time. Because while the Doomflayers may be anti-infantry, Dragonback Slayers are anti-large, so that should cancel each other out, I think. And to be honest, there's more of us, so I think we should do some pretty good damage against them. Here they come, the Doomflayers charging in. That's fine, we blocked them, and then chop, 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 chop. Yeah, I think that's fine. Victory's already in our grasp as the ogres come around behind the enemy army. We need them to run down these Warp Fire Throws and Water Jezzails with the Skaven. You take out the weapon teams, and basically you've won. If you're fighting a purely clan rat army, then you just win by default. Those ogres doing some fantastic damage, and the Quarrelers wiping out every unit in front of them in short order. Meanwhile, in the trees, the Longbeards dealing with the clan rats, sundering their armour down to nothing, and here come the Dragonback Slayers who've dealt with the Doomflayers and now have a rat on the menu. And there we go, the rats are fleeing, and the enemy general's dead as well. And very little way in damage to our army. Skaven, neutralise weapon teams, and the rest fall like a house of dominoes. Checkmate. Do I want the oath gold? I don't really need the money. I'm gonna take. I think the growth will probably be more useful. I can't believe we didn't get the ambush though. That's like a 90% chance to ambush. And it was like, nah, you didn't get it. It's bullshit. You hear me? Bullshit. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna boost our grudge throwers. That's what we're gonna do. And we've got more replenishment for a little few turns. Should be nice. Let's get hard. Let's make ourselves hard.
I'm listening.
Oh, you're hard. Okay, let's scooch down here. Let's bop you.
Attack will be tested. I want gold, not prisoners. If you want something done right, dwarves never tire.
Okay, if you scooch over here, you'll get the replenishment, which is what we want. I could also get the Grumbling Guard. Quite like that idea. Got the Blood Hall just over there. It could be a little bit... Hello?
Lost glories reclaimed.
What? Oh, is that because we got... No, we've only got... Wait, what?
Not enough warpstone.
We only got one artifact, right? Or did we... No, we did only get one. So why is there another army down there? Asking for a friend. Also, it can hit us.
Glory for Karakazul.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Right. Okay. Noted. So wait, what?
Blame you. Victory for the old ways.
Okay, I'm slightly confused because I'm fairly sure there was only one army and now there seems to be another one. Is there supposed to be another army?
Old ways are best.
Is there? And I'm marching, so I can't even retreat. Okay, well... Flip. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure we'll be A-okay. No one panic. I'll be fine. Might not even be, coming for me. Might be for someone else. You never know.
For war.
Yeah. Okay, well, tell you what. If we're going to make you into a proper army, let's get rid of these miners. Because miners are bad. I'm sorry, miners. I'm sure that's a grudging, but they're bad. So if that army attacks me, I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm hoping... And an ambush. Perfect. That's perfect. That's just grand. Okay, we're in trouble here, but it could be worse because we've actually got some cover. While the warp lightning cannons are over here, we can actually pull our army back and get into cover of this cliff. They can't shoot us, and we should be fairly safe. Plus, we're going to force the Skaven to come round and blob up in this little corner over here. Meanwhile, the ogre's hanging back just in case they decide to spawn any clan rats on the catapults, but I quickly realised that they probably don't have any uses of menace from below because there's no Skaven corruption in this region. I don't even know this army can use menace from below. So Thorek is tanking all of the rats, as is tradition. You can see there's a big blob of rats over here now. Very nice. Wrath and Ruin coming in, making a massive hole in the Skaven line. The units on the flank are taking a little bit of damage from the Warp Lightning Cannon, but the Ogres are now flanking around behind, moving in to knock out this artillery and these weapon teams. I feel like the Warp Fire Thrower is probably doing more damage to themselves than me. Dragonback Slayers getting right in the action there. They are Slayers. That's what they'd want. And our infantry line is now advancing because we need to take out this artillery before it just pounds us into oblivion. The ogres are not the fastest cavalry, and they are very tired, which means they're quite slow, because of course we were marching. Which is a bit of a bugger, never mind. So we're going to run straight into these warp lightning cannons. And we're going to run down these poison wind mortars. To at least take them out, and the warp lightning cannons as well, take them out. At least trying to lock them down while our infantry advances. The enemy infantry has been completely annihilated, just stepping over the piles of rat boy corpses. Not much left there as we start advancing up the hill, trying to take out what's left of the warp lightning cannons and the weapon teams. Locust taking a little bit of warp fire damage there, but that's not too bad. We've managed to rout the mortars as well as the warp lightning cannon crew there, which is perfect. If we could just take out this warp lightning cannon crew over there, I think the rest of the army should rout. They're not having a good time. We've taken quite a chunk of damage actually from the artillery regardless, but the grumbling guard continuing to... I mean, they've actually got... You know what? Their stats are actually pretty legit with Frenzy. With Frenzy, they're actually looking quite nasty. And the enemy general's dead. The last few rats are fleeing, and we've managed to fight our way out of an ambush. Was a little bit hairy, but then we're dwarves, so we're used to that. I legitimately can't tell whether that was my bad or whether that was just bullshit.
You're no use to me.
I genuinely don't know. Oh, the Brayhead's come. Where? Over there. Okay, well that is a concern.
Thorek Ironbrow. Axes and hammers.
Like, was there supposed to be two armies? If so, why did they spawn a turn after each other? Because that feels like a dick move, especially because it said the quest was complete after I'd killed that first army.
Tried and tested.
It's a little bit confused about that, but fine. It was okay. We didn't die horribly. Mostly thanks to our start position. Okay, we'll get immortality. A little bit close. Wee bit close. A little bit dicey, but it's fine. Let's get some more of you. We don't really have much recruitment options at the moment. I need to upgrade. Yeah, I just need more growth, to be honest. 12 turns. We have enough. I need 4. Fuck me. And I've got growth buildings. Good God. Good God. Jeez.
If you want something done right.
No wonder they lowered the bloody requisite for some of the dwarf units. You'd never bloody get them. Be a bajillion years. I mean, I know the dwarves are supposed to grow slowly, but fuck me. They really did nerf growth, didn't they? And I don't... I mean, I can kind of see the reason, but at the same time, it's like, Christ's sake, guys. Chill the fuck out. Especially because I know for a fact it doesn't affect the AI. The AI can... I bet they've got... Alright, that's a bad example. I bet they've got like level 4 cities already. I can guarantee it. Yep. Is dwarf growth just slower than everything else? I guess you won't get a huge amount of growth here because only a 2... Of course, 4 growth set 4... I guess it takes more... Well, no, because if you have like a province that's 4 settlements big, right? Yeah, there's more growth to be spent in upgrading the minor settlements, but to be honest, it's the main settlements you really worry about. And if you've got 3 minor settlements, you can like stack the growth there to make it grow much. It's only 30 to 38. An additional. It's not really worth the effort to get up to that, is it? It's not really.
Victory for the old ways.
Yeah, I mean, just barely. Okay, well, so the poll for next time is going to be: do we want to deal? So we could get the spur gear for Spec Zuma, or do we get the Chain of Binding? Now, we're probably going to get both. So, do we first go for the Dark Elves? That would seem like the obvious option, but we're not currently at war with them. Alternatively, we could head north. That might put us more in conflict with Marcus, but we might be in a better position for Marcus. Alternatively, we could try and like just ignore the Dark Elves and hope that Tekalis deals with them. We might get a defensive alliance with him. So kill the Dark Elves and then the Orcs, or the Orcs and then the Dark Elves. Because I mean, they have a settlement up here as well. I'm not super worried about this. We're going to get a second army, so we could sort of defend the south or we head north. But it's nice to know that at least if we make friends with Nakai, wherever he is he still alive? He's still alive. I just haven't found him yet. Wherever he is, he's meandering around, whacking down defenders of the old ones. Is that what that province is? That. Defenders of the Great Plan. There we go. Defenders of the Great Plan. Anyway, that's going to be the poll. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.